Hey everyone, you're listening to the official podcast of 4PlayerNetwork.com. Check us out at that address for everything you need to know about our community, monthly giveaways, and nightly live streams. You can even support us on Patreon at patreon.com/4Player. Last but not least, you can catch the live recordings of these podcasts every single Thursday night on our Twitch channel. We hope to see you there. Enjoy. Seen anything good? Any good movies?
Any good movies? No, I have not.
No good movies?
Just Star Wars.
Again?
No.
Oh,
just the one time. That's the last movie I saw.
I guess you haven't been on the podcast since Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Well, this would be a perfect opportunity. What did you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked it. I think out of all of them, it is my favorite Star Wars movie.
It's pretty good. It's
Like,
pretty good.
I honestly am surprised that it took him 8 movies
To get it
to
right.
get one that's actually good. You know?
Shut the fuck up. Hey, what's
And
up, Sky? Yeah.
I don't understand why there's so much
Illumination.
hate for it. Like I don't understand why people aren't liking it.
Oh, people are just
Dumb.
the worst.
Yeah,
That's all.
It's something we should have known for now. But
What's up in the name of Harmon and non-creme? What's going on? Should we get the guys in here?
yeah, I mean this is after all 4-player podcast.
This is 4-player podcast,
not 2-player podcast.
Not 2-player podcast. So let's get the rest of
The gang in here.
Hey guys, could you?
Yeah, we're doing it at Krispy's house.
Cool. All right. Is everyone on camera?
Cool. Yeah, whole gang is here.
All right, Nick, if you. Oh, okay, guys. If I could just get 5 seconds of silence for everybody, just hang on. Just. Brad, what? I had to breathe. Can you just 5 seconds, please? Can you just get 5 seconds? Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. Come on. 5 seconds. Come on.
Well, see, the thing is that
Can we? Okay. One more time. 5 seconds of silence, and then we're gonna get going.
I still don't get why you guys think this is funny. Like 20 years later.
Okay. Come on. Just here we go. 5 seconds of silence.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this year's episode number 532 of 4-Player Podcast. We actually got a full room today. Chris is joining us on the couch, as well as Carlos. He dropped in sort of unannounced. I kind of blame Krispy for bringing him over.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, let us start off by
introducing
introducing everyone who's here. So right here, immediately to my
Left.
we got our video feature producer and PUBG aficionado, Chris Davis.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Immediately next to him is Nolan Hedstrom.
Hey, how's it going?
And taking a break, a short
Hiatus,
but he's
I've been home. I had a kid, you know.
He was taking a hiatus from the show, and now he's taking like an afternoon hiatus from being a dad, I guess.
Yeah, I left my wife and kid at home so I could come here and be on the show today, but it's okay. But you haven't said, Carlos. You haven't said.
Oh, and Carlos is also here. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Okay, so here.
So all right, so you go.
All right, so we're all here. All right, before we get into the games, we're going to be talking about a lot of lovely games tonight, including Gorgoa, which a few people here on the couch have played tonight. Yeah,
I actually beat it.
I played that too.
Beat the game. Yeah, me too. I beat it too.
And we're going to be also talking about Hollow Knight, which I think everybody here has played and enjoyed, right? Yeah, I played that one, Nick. I love that game.
Hollow Knight is a great game. I'm actually willing to say that it could be one of my favorite games of all time.
Wow, bold words there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it's one of my favorite of all times, but it's pretty dope. I fucking love that game. It's so good. Okay, but first, before we get into all that, we are going to do what we always do on every episode and look at some viewer feedback from last week, all right? Last week we did our end of the year preview show for 2018, so we're actually going to go back 2 episodes. So here we are. Let me just pull this up real quick. You guys ready for some viewer feedback? Cool. All right. Ooh. Hang on. There we go. First bit of viewer feedback this week comes from, this is 2 weeks ago from episode 531. First piece of feedback comes from Riceball. Riceball says, everyone seems to forget Davis was the first to mention Never Stop Sneaking on the cast. So
he's actually right. I need to get more credit for bringing up Sweet James, like Never Stop Sneaking.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was good. I thank you for bringing our attention to that. Nolan, you played Never Stop Sneaking too, didn't you? You really like that?
Yeah, and I was really liking it, but I realized halfway through that it was going to be just 20 hours of the same thing over and over and over again. And I don't know if I can just invest myself on a game that's just going to be the same repetitive thing.
Yeah. You know, that game had a lot of potential. I think the Metal Gear Solid influence was really the strong sell for that game. And you know, it's really, I was listening to the podcast from a couple weeks ago, and I was hearing you talk about it, and I was really disappointed. I was hoping that game was going to be something great, but you know, it just seems like it's probably not. Yeah, I agree. I also kind of was hoping that.
I'm kind of surprised that it was made by the same guy who made Dust and Elysian too.
Yeah, it's really weird. But anyway, on with the feedback. So good on him being point with the names. Seems like a lazy, blatant ripoff when you can play the game with one thumb. Yeah, that's really disappointing. And Krispy just describing Accounting Plus is probably more entertaining than the game itself. Thank you. Thank all you guys, and a Happy New Year. Oh, well, thank you. I had a lot of fun talking about Accounting Plus. It was really
thanks, guys.
Thank you, Riceball, for that good bit of feedback. The other piece of feedback we had from 2 weeks ago comes from Scarecrow, and Scarecrow says, Baffanada. Oh, I love Baffanada. It's so good. I love that.
It's so good.
I feel like Hollow Knight would probably be best enjoyed with all of this end-of-year pressure added onto an already difficult game. Wait, what? I feel that Hollow Knight would probably be best enjoyed without all this end-of-the-year pressure added on to an already difficult game. The timing feels a bit unfortunate. Sometimes if you're not beating a boss or it feels unfair, it's worth it to just do something else in the game, because it could be that you're missing some stuff that can make all the difference. Yeah, no, I agree. I found that whenever I'm stuck in that game, I usually just fuck off and go do something else, go somewhere else.
Yeah, but that usually leads to
farm some Geo.
We were talking about this earlier about how early on in the game it might be easier for you to get stuck in a cycle. But if you take a break from where you're stuck at and go to somewhere else, you end up finding completely new areas to explore. You find new charms, new bosses, and eventually you get into a rhythm that every time you pick up the game and play, even if it's only for 15 minutes at a time, you get something done, and there's always new stuff getting put in front of you. Yeah, I've
really been enjoying playing this game. I haven't had a lot of free time, what with work and with my son being born this year and everything. But I have found that Hollow Knight has been a really good game to pick up and play for 30 or 40 minutes at a time, and then put it down again. This game is fucking gorgeous. You should be playing it if you haven't been, by the way. Yeah, I agree with you, Brad. Thank you. Let's see. Scarecrow also says, Nick, I recommend revisiting the earlier areas pretty often and just searching. I ended up making my game way harder than it needed to be because I skipped or just didn't find some really easy shops to get to at the beginning area. I found a ton of charms and notch slots that I don't know, way later than I should have.
That's what I was telling Nick when I talked to him on the Christmas episode. I was telling him, Nick, you need to get back and get more charms. You're probably missing out on some charms that would definitely make the game a lot easier.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely find, like, with most Metroidvanias, it kind of has that, like, beginning ramp where, like, the first few hours are really difficult, and the best way to kind of get over that hype, Nick, I would recommend, is to just explore and be a little bit more careful in the environment. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm still playing it, but yeah, I'll have to check that out and try it again later, all right?
Nick, you think you'll be able to finish this game before the end of the year?
Oh, well, I mean, it's already 2018, so, I mean, before the end of this year... Yeah.
You failed.
Oh, Nick, you fucking failed. You're so stupid, Nick. Yeah, I'm kind of a goober. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So that was 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look at podcast 532. We only had one piece of feedback from that. So, Nick, do you want to go ahead and read this one? Yeah, sure. I'd love to. Thank you. This was from maybe 2 shows ago, but I wanted to comment on tuning forks. It's true that if you touch the top of fork as it oh my god, sorry, I'm trying to read here. I'm not very good at reading. I'm kind of illiterate. I don't know if any of you know this, but I never graduated from high school, so it's true if you touch the top of the fork as it's oscillating, you will dampen it and the sound stops. However, if you touch the bottom tip of the tuning fork to a surface, you can transfer the oscillation without dampening it much. You can, for example, touch it to the body of a string instrument, which will amplify the sound you hear. You can also touch the tip to your ear bone and hear the sound directly in your bones. Bonus fact.
How would you touch a tuning fork to your ear bone? Isn't an ear bone supposed to be really tiny?
Oh, I think what he means is you touch it like right here on your ear, like just right there.
He probably means touching it like to your jawbone or something.
Yeah, maybe, or like if you put it like right here on your
on your temple.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that would work. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried that. Bonus: Beethoven used this method to hear his piano after he went deaf. Extra physics, hold the tuning fork at the bottom actually does dampen the motion, but it only dampens the unbalanced asymmetrical motion that you don't want because those produce other tones. The trick of the tuning fork is that the mode corresponding to the bass tone you want barely has any motion in the bottom tip. The reason you can still transfer it to the body of an instrument is that they have resonance that match. So even a small excitation can build up. You can imagine it like pushing a swing at the right moment. That's really interesting.
What led to this whole discussion of tuning forks?
What were we talking like? I don't remember. Somebody was talking about tuning forks. I don't know. Maybe I said something about tuning forks, Nick. I don't know. Well, I wasn't here for that because I haven't been on the podcast lately. So yeah, I don't know. But thank you so much to Equack for that lovely bit of feedback.
Yeah, it was very, very informative.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for our viewer That's it for our viewer feedback section here. Let's move right along. So video games. We've all played some, haven't we? Yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot here. I've actually played a few games this last week too. Carlos, Nolan, Chris.
Yeah, I think we said we were gonna discuss Gorgoa.
Oh, I played that. I also played that.
I played that too. I played that too, yeah. And it was a little bit uncomfortable at first because I was trying to play that game with a controller, so I set myself down on my couch to play with a controller, and it turns out you have to use a mouse, which wasn't too much of a problem with me because I have a wireless mouse. I'm always ready for anything.
Sure. I want to know something real quick before we get too far into the game discussion. I want to, Nolan, how are you doing in Yakuza 0? You still playing that? You still playing Yakuza 0?
Yeah. I'm actually getting more familiar with Kiryu's fighting style.
Yeah, Kiryu. Oh, but I mean, how about Majima, right? Like Majima's pretty dope, isn't he?
Majima, yeah. But I've been getting a little sidetracked doing Google searches for all the little idols you can meet into the game. You know, you kind of...
Oh my god, I can't tell you how many hours I spent looking at all those sexy videos in Yakuza. Chris Davis, are you still gonna play Yakuza 6 as your first Yakuza game? You're not gonna play 0, even though it is absolutely the best entry place for you to start playing that fucking series?
You know... I'm pretty busy at the moment with the Game of the Year videos. It's kind of hard for me to fit in my daily PUBG sessions.
You are the fucking worst, Chris Davis. You're a goddamn plebe, and I hate you.
Play Yakuza 0.
Leave the guy alone.
Guys,
PUBG
come on, Brian. That's not very nice.
It's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game. When
I played a bit of PUBG, and I had a lot of fun with it. Oh, my God. It's end of the year. I don't want to hear about PUBG. Chicken dinner. Yeah, it's a chicken dinner. I got 5 chicken dinners last night, Brad. It's fucking great. I love chicken dinners.
I got a chicken dinner too, Chris, and I don't even play the fucking game.
Well, you just chicken dinner. Well, chicken dinner. Okay. I'm taking control of this situation again. Okay, let's talk about some actual games that we planned on talking about. So first, let's talk about there's a new game kind of snuck up on everybody at the end of the year here, but I've been hearing a lot about it recently. I think, Brad, you played it, right? Yes, I played this game, absolutely. Krispy, you played it, didn't you? Yeah, Nick, I did play this game, and I think Carlos and Nolan also played it?
Yeah, I have played it. As I said, I recently streamed it. Me too, I played it. I played Brad's copy because we have Steam share libraries, and I got to, see, my game of the year is actually creeping on Brad's Steam library. Anytime he buys a new game, I'm all over that shit. I play his games before he even gets to play them.
Yeah, I know. I have no time to play games. You're probably all over my library, and I'm only there an hour a day. Yeah, no, I mean, I imagine being a father is a lot of work. Yeah, it is, but you know what? I love the kid. I love Henry. He's the best.
I did end up buying Hollow Knight one day because I had a couple hours I could play before work.
That game's so good.
And Brad was fucking playing Divinity, and I couldn't play, so I was like, I'm gonna just spend the $9. Because that game is so good.
Oh, anyway, the game that we are talking about is, of course, Gorgoa.
Gorgoa.
Is there Chris Davis? Chris, is there an overlay?
I don't know what this game is. It sounds like a mobile game.
Did you put an overlay in the Dropbox? Do we have an overlay for this, Chris?
Give me a second.
Do we have an overlay? Chris, I made overlays all day for today's show, and I put them in the Dropbox, appropriately labeled. Did you get the overlays? Where are the overlays? Where are the overlays?
Nick, you put them in Drive. You know I don't check Drive.
Nick, Chris, maybe we don't need the overlays, this week. Maybe we can just kind of, wing it, oh, yeah, well, fuck it, we're doing it live! Yeah, there you go, we'll do it live. So anyway, so Gorgoa, who wants to, you know what, Nick, if I may, I played this on the stream a couple days ago. I had heard nothing about this game.
Were you able to finish it in one sitting?
I did finish it in one sitting.
Surprisingly short.
I got stuck on one puzzle and got really frustrated. I don't remember if I finished it in one sitting. Well, I did. It took me about maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That sounds about right? It's a pretty frustrating game.
I didn't find it frustrating.
It's not frustrating. It's just that it's not obtuse, but it's very abstract, right? So a lot of the puzzles reveal themselves in very abstract ways, and sometimes you start collecting all these different tangent threads together, and it's kind of hard to keep them all organized later on in the game. I don't mean it was difficult in a bad way. I mean it was very complex in a very deceptive way. You know what I'm saying? The game didn't seem that complex when it started. It got a lot.
It's kind of hard to talk about because I don't want to give away any of the solutions to the puzzles because I think everyone should play this.
Yeah.
But there's some moments whenever a solution clicks with you. Whenever you start seeing the glimpse, whenever you catch a glimpse of the path that you're supposed to take.
I love that. When you start seeing when the whole thing just starts fucking coming together.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good game. It's so fucking beautiful. I know I said that Cuphead is the absolute most beautiful game this year. Yeah, you did say that a lot. But I think that Gorgoa might give it a run for its money. I mean, I still think Cuphead's probably better. I don't know, Brad. I think Gorgoa is pretty fucking pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the old-fashioned animation style of Cuphead, but Gorgoa, it's just every frame of it, it looks like art. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't figure out what the plot. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of plot beneath everything, but I just quite couldn't figure out what it was. But the game is so abstract that it might not be something that you're supposed to figure out.
Yeah.
Something that's not clear cut.
No, what I was getting from the plot was some kind of like war-torn city or something, like the kid
Yeah.
grows up into like an old man, and like the city has been destroyed in some sort of calamity, and he's kind of like maybe like receding through his memories to like days when the city was the dragon though. Like, what's the deal with the dragon?
I was
and the fruit. Don't forget the fruit. What's up with that? You know, like what is that all about? You know, pretty interesting stuff. How long did it take you to beat it, Carlos?
It took me a little over 2 hours. Actually, I was actually playing it, and it got really late. It was like 2 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I have to go to bed. Like, I'm stuck in this part. And I went to sleep, and like 15 minutes later, I woke up like, no! You remember that part in Sin City where Clive Owen's like fucking drowning in the tar pits or whatever?
Oh, yeah, where he's like sinking and it's like all blackness.
Goodbye.
I haven't seen that movie in fucking forever. Yeah, I you know what? I fucking
good movie.
I really like Sin City. That movie is so good. I really like Sin City, and I really liked Sin City 2, and I liked the titties and all the butts in Sin City 2, especially the butts, because I love butts.
I know you especially.
We
like
all
the
know
butts,
how much
Nick.
you like butts, Nick. Yeah, Nick, you do talk about butts a lot, like an inappropriate amount. Yeah, I know. I just love butts so much, you know? But Gorgoa, I think... Has this studio done anything else? Do you know these
I know the
people from
developer
anything?
is like the studio is one person. It's like one dude. But I Googled his name because I wanted to find out who he was, and I forgot what else he has done.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. All right, well, that was some interesting Gorgoa. How do you pronounce it? It's Gorgoa, Nick. Gorgoa, Nick. Nick, it's Goro, like from Mortal Kombat Goro.
Speaking of Gorgoa, y'all should play World of Gorgoa because I bought it for all of you, and you've been ignoring my present.
Right. What are you talking about? Well, I haven't been ignoring it, Brad. I've just been busy. It's been the holidays. I've had family in town and stuff.
I've been busy watching Dexter again for like the 16th time.
I've had like 9 people staying at my house for a week right out of town because it's holidays and it's really busy. Yeah, whatever. You're all a bunch of fucking ingrates. I bought you all a really cool present and you're all just ignoring it. Ah, Brad.
Chicken dinner.
All right. Fuck your chicken dinner! I fucking hate chicken dinner! It's so fucking stupid! It's so fucking memey! There's nothing good about PlayerUnknown's Battleground! Everything that's cool about it is just the fucking cooler conversation that happens the next day! It's gonna be all over top 10 lists this year, and people are gonna be sucking that game's dick so fucking hard, and it's not that good!
But Brad, 1.0! 1.0, Brad!
I don't fucking care, Chris Davis! It's a fucking incomplete game! Okay, guys, let's get back on track here. So we talked about
Gorgoa, recommend it? I would say everyone here.
I would absolutely recommend it. I absolutely loved Gorgoa. I think it's a fantastic. Here's the thing. All right, calm down, killer. Here's the thing. I loved Gorgoa. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of a weird transition, but yeah, I also really liked it too.
I liked it. I don't usually like puzzle games because they remind me that I'm not a particularly bright person, but I was able to like power on through this.
Yeah, it was really frustrating for me playing that game while you were in chat, just like making fun of me the whole time because you're fire. Oh, you've got Brett. But yeah,
dude, you can't do that. You can't watch someone play a puzzle game you're already beaten. It's like mental suicide. The whole time you're like, oh my god, I can't believe he's not doing that.
Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so Chris Davis, you definitely have a overlay for our next game, right? Right, Chris Davis? You made an overlay for Hollow Knight?
Yes.
Chris Davis, put up the overlay.
I'll put it in the video. It'll be on the video.
A bit. I spent my whole lunch break working on those templates today. I put them in Dropbox. I messaged you in Discord and everything. Just. Okay, all right, never mind. Just fuck it. Anyway, we're talking about Hollow Knight again for the 8,000th week in a row. If you haven't been tuning in, it's a good game. Anyone want to say anything about that?
Dude, I fucking
no, I agree with you, Nick.
Hollow Knight. Like I can't stop recommending it to people. Like I was thinking when I halfway through it, and now that I finished, I was thinking like, dude, this is definitely gonna go on my top 10 of the year. But now I'm debating whether it belongs in my top 10 of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's some high praise. No, I'm with Carlos on this one. I think that game is fucking gorgeous. It's fucking fantastic. Here's the thing: that game is so good, and you all should be playing it. Yeah, no, Nolan, I absolutely agree.
While the game is good, you can't really say that it's without its flaws. For example, I believe it needs a more intricate leveling system. It's also lacking a bit on loot.
This might be kind of a shallow concern on my part. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But I kind of wish there was more, I don't know, like more of a loot system, more not just mechanically, but also kind of cosmetically, ways that you could change your character up a little bit, or get different weapons or things like that. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but here's the thing, it doesn't need it. The game is just so fucking good the way it is. I hear you, Nolan. I hear what you're saying, and I agree. I just, that's just, if I was making the game, I probably would have prioritized that a little more, but that does not take away from the game.
I don't know how far you are into the game, Krispy.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you are into the game. Do you have enough charms collected that you begin to notice, interactions between them?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
Oh, what? Is that a thing that happens later on? Oh, Carlos, I know exactly what you're talking about. This stuff is so fucking cool, isn't it, Carlos? It's so good. So what is this? How does this work? Could you guys explain this to me?
Yeah.
What is this? I'm really confused.
In the game, you can pick up several charms, and what the charms do is some couple of really cool things. Is that they play off each other. So you find this one charm that gives you, for example, a little bee that follows you around and attacks people.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, but then you can also find this other charm. And what this other charm does is it makes a little gas cloud around your character. So if you have those two charms combined, the little bee, when it targets an enemy, it explodes. It makes a little poison cloud. It's so fucking cool. Because you don't think about the interplay of things before you see them. And when you see them, it's like, oh my god.
That sounds really fucking cool. Oh yeah, that sounds really cool. You know what? I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for that. So I really need to get through that game before the end of this year. Because it's 2018. Yeah.
Nick, you fucked it up.
Nick, you fucked it up.
All
right. Yeah, just shut the fuck up. All right. So Carlos, now that you've finished Hollow Knight, how many hours would you say you've invested in this game altogether?
My Steam playtime is 70 hours, but I restarted the game because I played maybe 10 hours, but then I forgot where I was, so I had to start over. That kind of thing happens when you stay away from a game.
Yeah, and then I am this close to getting there with that game myself. It's been
might as well start over.
It's been a few weeks. Well, I'm not gonna start over, but it's gonna be tough jumping back into it. I don't know.
But see, and then to actually complete the game, I think it took me about, my playtime is 40 or 50 hours, but I bet 20 of those are just idle time, because I would leave, pause the game and go do stuff and then come back. Kind of like what I've been doing with Divinity Original Sin 2. You look at my playtime in the game and it's 256 hours, but it's actually more like 200.
Yeah, I'm there too. I'm only in chapter 4 of Divinity, 3 or 4 of Divinity Original Sin, but I kind of kept the game running so long that it thinks I have 40 hours in the game. By the way, Brad, I've been playing a lot of Divinity Original Sin too.
Have you gotten yet to Act 4?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know how it's broken up. I'm on Reaper's Coast.
So once you get to Act 4,
I got off
the problem is that once you get to Act 4, you start to realize that there's a lot of min-maxing in the game. And for someone like me who's obsessed with these kind of things, it's really hard for me to set that aside and focus on the story and the characters and the cool mechanics that the game has to offer when I'm worrying about if equipping this spell with this ability is going to give me the +2 that's going to make me hit even much more better than I actually thought when I had to do the thing in the beginning that I couldn't know how to tell.
For sure. The thing is, though, you can as you told me, you can reallocate your skills at any time. You just got to go back to the Lady Vengeance and look in the mirror, and then you can reallocate your skills. But I do get what you're saying about, that balance between story and min-maxiness and things like that. It is what it is. Okay, so anything else anybody would like to say about
I played another game.
What? Okay, Carlos, what did you play?
I was at Target and they had the Switch demo unit, and I played a little bit of Mario Odyssey.
Oh, I fucking love Mario Odyssey.
Let me tell you something.
You know, I really like Mario Odyssey, but the problem is there's too many fucking moons. There's too many fucking moons everywhere.
Come on.
There's too many fucking moons. Nolan, I think you're being really unfair. All right, you walk over here, you trip over a moon. You pick up that bush, you get a moon.
That's why you need to play.
You fart in the wrong direction, you get a fucking moon. There's too many fucking moons. It kills the sense of progression in the game. Nolan, I get what you're saying, but like the game doesn't have to be impossibly difficult to be rewarding, does it? I mean, it's a fun game.
That's why you need to play at time.
Here's the thing.
That's why you need to play. If you're tired of collecting moons, just play ahead in time, because in that game you collect pages.
I think you collect hats.
Yeah, you collect hats.
Well, I mean, all of us have played. Has anyone played Hat in Time?
I know how much like Team Fortress 2, Nolan.
What do you collect in Hat in Time,
no
Chris Davis? Chris Davis, tell us more about Hat in Time. Tell us more about why you think that game is so good.
So
why you think that game is so good that you gave us all clips.
It's a game that's just an absolute delight. Like it's really cute. You get all these abilities. It's very old school. It's kind of like you're playing. It's kind of like you're playing one of those old school games like ukulele, but instead of collecting pages.
We love Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is like the best game ever, and you're all a bunch of fucking plebes. No, I agree. Banjo-Kazooie, bam, collectathon, Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway, go, guys, go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, it's good. You collect yarn that you can use to make new hats, and you're flying around in the spaceship. And you get to jump, and you get to double jump, and it's like you're playing Mario, except you're not, and it's bad. I'm sorry, it's good. I'm Chris Davis. I love Ahead in Time.
Chris Davis, why do you like bad games?
I do not, sir. I like good games.
You objectively like horrible fucking games. Why? Defend yourself, now.
Remember back in the day when I liked Walking Dead? Telltale Walking Dead?
Yeah, and now Walking Dead's fucking shit, and I'm pretty sure it's your fault. Why? Why did you play 800, 900 hours of The Division, and then another 500 hours of PUBG? Why are you like this, Chris Davis? Why are you like this?
See, if you were to come into a group PUBG match with us, you'd get to experience the camaraderie and the fun that comes with, like, you know.
I've heard that before. It's like it's almost like actually serving in the military, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Like don't you?
I now have experience to survive a battle royale type situation.
That is some bullshit. Okay. Guys, can you?
So you didn't let me say what I was gonna say about Mario Odyssey. I told you. I went to.
All right, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, let him talk.
I went to the Target, and they had Mario Odyssey on the Switch demo station, and I played it. And let me tell you, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like
what? No, I agree with you, Carlos. What? You guys are fucking crazy.
I don't get it. What is wrong with you?
No. He was. Oh. Yeah, he was pretty. We agree. Yeah, we don't quite get. No. Here, you take him. He's what's wrong with you. No, I absolutely agree. This game just really didn't fucking click for me. I was so fucking excited about a new Mario game to come out this year, and this game just, it's just like fucking, like it's good, but it's like who cares? Yeah, I agree. Like after like 900 moons, it's like who fucking cares?
I think after playing
like who cares, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this podcast? So after devoting so much time to really stressful games like Neo and Hollow Knight that just kind of had me like pulling my hair out, it's very nice to sit down with a game like Mario where you can just kind of relax and have a good time and walk around collecting moons and all that stuff.
Hang on. I did love Mario Odyssey. I just think it's not as good as I wanted it to be. It's not as good as it's not the next Mario 64. Oh no, it is absolutely nowhere near Mario 64. Yeah, I know. But I just think that I think that there's too many fucking moons. There's just too many fucking moons. I absolutely agree! Yeah, well, you know, guys, Nintendo's just kind of a different animal nowadays. You know, I think maybe that they're trying to captivate a wider audience. Fucking bullshit! Yeah, I know. But it was a fun game, right? Like, there was a lot of really cool ideas. Oh, absolutely. Oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, absolutely. It was a great game. Yeah, no. There were some good ideas. But overall, the game was absolute fucking bullshit. No, Brad, I think you're being...
Chris, when are you going to give me my Switch back?
I gave it back to you like 3 weeks ago.
Huh.
But Mario is fucking terrible! It's bullshit! And they fucking ruined Mario! They're gonna do the same thing to Metroid Prime! I can just fucking feel it! Ah! Sorry, guys, come on. No more screaming, alright?
Guys, please, calm down. Guys, you... God damn, you're balanced.
Here's the thing. Calm down, killer. Okay, guys. Come on. Guys, come on. All right. Who was talking about Mario Odyssey?
I was talking about Mario. I said I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, I'm sorry that you don't get it because I thought it was fucking great. That's wrong. I just think that like
all you do is throw a hat and be dumb.
No, but like there's all these wonderful mechanics with the possession mechanics. You know, like you possess different characters and then you get different abilities and skill sets.
See, all that is good and everything, but once you finish the game, everyone's saying that once you finish the game, it's really going to start. And there's nothing to do. Like I don't feel like my purchase of the Switch was justified. This was supposed to be the fucking messiah of games, and I got fucked in the ass.
Brad, just Brad, just Brad, okay. Can we please calm down? Just calm down. Okay, guys. Okay, so you didn't enjoy it that much, so you don't think it's going to be on your top 10 list this year?
I mean.
Brad.
I don't think I played enough games this year.
What?
Because I was spending too much time playing Divinity. I rag on Chris Davis for spending all this time on PUBG when I'm doing the same thing playing Divinity.
Guys, we're supposed to be putting these videos out in like 2 weeks. What do you mean you didn't play enough games? You gotta turn in your top 10 list by like yesterday. I'm supposed to be making fucking videos, Brad! Guys, okay, this
was about Mario Odyssey.
Okay, this podcast is off the rails. It is off the fucking rails. I agree with you, Nick.
So let's go ahead and take a short break. We're gonna come back with some news, a couple news topics.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we're gonna go to the community section, and of course, the 4-player minute.
As we do everything. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back. Brad, just come on. Why do you have to fucking be like that all the time? Well, what? I think he made some really good cogent points.
Guys, I'm gonna mute the mics for a sec, okay?
We're gonna mute the mics. Just hang on. We're gonna mute the mics. All right, and we're back.
That's why you always leave a note.
I'm gonna leave that in. All right, we're back with 4-player podcast. We just got done talking about some great games like Gorgoa and Hollow Knight, and we talked a little bit about Super Mario Odyssey and something else.
And now it's time for the community. It's the community.
No, we don't do community yet. We do news first. Actually, Nick, before we move out of the game segment, there's just one last thing that I would like to talk about with Mr. Chris Guthridge. Oh, hey, what's up, Chris Davis? How can I help you? So here, you just get on the other side of me. Yeah, okay, cool, right there. How about that? Cool. Or maybe like that. Okay. So what's up, Chris? So I think you know what I'm about to ask you. Oh God, I think I do know what you're about to ask me. Have you had a chance to play any more Get Even? No, I haven't. Oh, but why? It's so good. You should play Get Even. Chris, I know. I just, it's been crazy this year. There's been a lot of really good games. I think you would really, really, really enjoy Get Even. I know, Chris. And you know what? I still own it. It's still on my list. I think you should play it immediately. No, I know. And I will. I'll get to it. I don't have fucking time right now, Chris. You know, I'm a full-time student. I do other things at work. I got like some games that I need to play. Like I will pay you $10,000 to finish Get Even.
Chris, I'll do it for 6.
Sold. I would suck your fucking dick if you finish Get Even. I will suck it on the stream. We will get banned. It'll be the last thing ever to come out of 4Player Network. Me sucking your dick because you finish Get Even. I think it's so good that I'm willing to risk that. Now, Chris, you're being ridiculous. Can we please just move on? Yeah, Chris, Chris, you're being fucking weird. We're just gonna move on. But I like Get Even. Oh, I know. We're gonna move on to the news. Every week we talk about news, so we're going to we're gonna talk about the news real quick, okay?
All right.
So somebody, Nolan, you want to pull that up for me there?
Yeah. Wait, that's
you're getting turned around.
Here, I got this list that I compiled. It's got some pretty good news. What?
No, other one. There you go.
First off,
okay.
So
here, I'll read them because I'm the host of the show.
Oh my God!
I'm the host of the show. I am the host. I don't do much here, but I do this one fucking thing. I'm the host of the show. Okay. Apparently Hulu is rebooting the Animaniacs, and it's going to premiere in 2020, 2 years from now. I remember that show.
It's so good.
I really like that show.
When I was a kid, I used to just always come home all the time and just sit down in front of the TV and just watch Animaniacs.
Just watch them. Yeah. You know, I used to know the whole Yakko's World song. You know, like Yakko sings all the countries of the world.
All the countries.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuban, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua. Yeah, no, that's as much as I got. Wow, that was amazing. How do you do that?
I'm kind of disappointed that you don't know all the countries of the world from memory.
Yeah, I know. And you know what the weird thing is that song is like from 2005, so it's like there are some countries.
There's probably some new countries that have been created. So
yeah, right.
We know.
Right.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Okay. All right. Moving on. More news. Kenny Omega is the super buff fanboy I wish I could be.
That's not game news.
That's not really news, Nick. I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, I know.
Who are these people?
All right, next one. Okay. All right. Tyler 1 has officially been unbanned by Riot. Riot Games, as we all know, are the studio behind League of Legends. So this is some League of Legends news.
Who here plays League of Legends? All right, moving on.
Game of Thrones final season won't air until 2019. HBO confirmed. Man,
the thing with the later seasons is that for anyone that hasn't read the books, this is all going to come off to them as canon, when in reality, for someone who's read the books before, it's just a bunch of trite nonsense.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Brad. It is a bunch of trite nonsense if you've never read the books. That show is a fucking bastardization of a wonderful series of books. I think you're being unfair. I fucking love that show, okay? I fucking love that show. Nick, you are a plebe and I hate you.
And just so you know, I am about to begin a Game of Thrones rewatch. I'm going to start from episode 1 as soon as I am done with my rewatch of Angel.
I actually have this wonderful viewing order in which I incorporate every episode of Buffy, Angel, Supernatural, and Game of Thrones into one giant rewatch, along with all of the Marvel movies up to date. So it's going to take me about 9 years to get through it all, and I'm going to be alternating in a 2-2-1-3-1-2-1 scheme, and I think this is going to be really great. So I'm really excited about that. Nick, you could play more video games with that time. You don't have to watch Buffy for 5,000 times. Fuck you! I love Buffy. I know. Okay. You're right. I'm sorry. Just maybe let's go on with the news there, Nick. Okay. All right. Next up, Paladins is getting a battle royale mode called Battlegrounds. Oh, did you say Battlegrounds? Like PUBG? Like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? No, Chris Davis. It's just Paladins, which I don't. Does anyone know what that game is? Has anyone ever heard of that? Oh, Paladins is actually like a free to play Overwatch.
No, it's like a Cliffy B sponsored MOBA
designed to compete with Overwatch, right?
No, it's like a MOBA.
It's a MOBA. It's a fucking MOBA.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a third person MOBA.
Okay. No, for sure. That's interesting. All right. Next news topic. The Punisher's John Barenthal condemns alt-right's co-opting of the character's imagery. That's
Why is the internet so shitty?
I love guns, but other people who love guns are the worst. But I love guns, guys. I love guns. We know Chris Davis. I think what they're talking about here is that like the alt-right likes to use like the Punisher logo a lot. Like they kind of
the skull.
Yeah, they kind of like gravitate towards this idea of this like ruthless vigilante who isn't bound by red tape or morality and is willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Many minorities.
Right, he does kill a disproportionate number of minorities, from what I understand. Last time I checked, the Punisher is a white guy, right? Yes, he's a white guy, Nick. Do you remember that guy from season 2 of Daredevil? Oh, I love Daredevil. Yeah, well, that's the Punisher, Frank Castle. He's from a series of comic books of the same name called The Punisher, published by Marvel Comics. He was originally introduced as an antagonist for Spider-Man. Oh, really? That's really interesting. Although I did know that since I've seen every Spider-Man movie about 5,000 times.
Comic books.
Yeah,
it's always down to comic books with you.
Okay, let's. Thank you. Let's move on, Brad. All right. Next up, crowdfunding on Fig investment platform down in 2017. What?
Psychonauts 2 is in danger! No, I must save it!
Oh no. So Brad just ran out of the room, and I think he took Carlos with him. Possibly as hostage. Oh, he's back. Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, I've never heard of Fig. Yeah, we don't know what Fig is. I've never heard of that either. I don't know what Fig is. So I guess it's
like a crowdfunding platform where you're also like an investor. Like if you pledge over a certain amount, you're promised a certain percentage of earnings from that product.
Oh, okay.
And it was created. I think it was created by Double Fine. Like
really?
I'm pretty sure Double Fine is behind.
Oh, so this is directly tied into the production of Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2! Psychonauts 1 has some of the best the best level design I've ever seen in a video game. You ever see that level with the milkman? It's called The Milkman Makes Money.
Yeah. No, it's the Milkman.
So good.
Isn't it called The Milkman Conspiracy?
I don't give a shit.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't like Psychonauts. Psychonauts is lame.
You don't like Psychonauts? You're fucking wrong, Carl. You fucking goober. You're just a fucking goober. Psychonauts is fucking great, and Psychonauts 2 is gonna be fucking amazing. You're a fucking goober. I tend to agree with Brad on this one. You're kind of being a goober about this.
I'll play it. I'll try to play it.
Grim Fandango, yeah, decent farts in chat says Grim Fandango was really good. I wouldn't know because I didn't play video games back then. Yeah, me neither. I've never played Grim Fandango. Cool. So one more. Should we talk about this guy?
No.
Okay. How about this guy?
Talk about Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, oh my god! Rick and Morty season 4. You're seeing
Nolan and I love Rick and Morty.
I mean, we're pretty big,
yeah,
big fans of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, their online community is really fucking horrible, though. Yeah, I agree with you, Brad. It is really fucking terrible. Oh yeah, you found my Rick and Morty portal gun there. Yeah. Yeah, I like Rick and Morty, and I know Nolan really likes Rick and Morty. I do not.
It's alright.
It's alright. To be fair, you have to be very, 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 very intelligent to kind of
see, and
understand
I kind of get why people say that.
Yeah. You have to be incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like it's so over your head, probably. Anyway, all right. So that's enough news for this week. I guess let's. We didn't have any viewer feedback.
Oh wait,
because we couldn't. I need to reseat my mic. Oh no. Are we? Could you check the level, Chris Davis? Can you check the levels real quick?
They seem fine on my end.
Are we okay? Are we? Hang on. This is an audio podcast. Hang on. Are we? Do we need to? Could you reseat that mic real quick? Hang on. All right. Yeah. Hang on, Nick. I'm gonna mute it real quick. Okay. Okay. How's that? Yeah. Okay. That looks a lot better. Okay. Cool. So we don't have any community new patrons or viewer questions this week because I forgot all the login information for that.
See, and so did Nolan. You're getting on me for not putting
so did Chris Davis. Well, we don't have any. We're using an old fucking template from a podcast from 3 weeks ago because of you.
I'll fix it.
Okay, at least the podcast, maybe all the audio content isn't there, but the podcast should at least fucking look good, Chris Davis. You fucking fuck.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it when the video goes up.
I will eat you. Okay. Well, Nick, you're getting really arch for no reason there.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? So what are we gonna do instead? I guess do you want to do maybe instead of doing viewer feedback, maybe we could just do a bunch of. I've got an idea. I've got a great idea. Here's what, Nick. Why don't you read through a bunch of entries on Urban Dictionary? Like where we learned about what docking is. I don't know if I can take that. I'm really fucking screwed. Nick, I think it'd be really funny. Let's just do this, okay? No, I don't know, you guys. This seems like a really bad idea. We're gonna learn about something really fucking gross, aren't we? I don't think I can take this. Hang on, just typing here.
At Trivia Night, they were asking us to say which Urban Dictionary definitions were real and which ones were fake. And one of the fake ones was smash-turbating, when you jerk off with those giant fake Hulk hands.
Oh, that's really gross.
That's pretty good.
How could you masturbate with one of those? You'd have to drill a hole in it.
Yeah. Have to have a massive dick. That's not right.
Okay. All right. So Nick, we've got here. Brad, get out of my face. So we've got here the top 30 trending articles for January 4th, 2018, and we're gonna make you read them all, or read some of them. Okay, so we'll just start reading some of these and see what happens. All right.
Roll.
So Nick, the first one is Nick. Do you know what a ham roll is? Do you know what a ham roll is, Nick? I mean, it's probably. I hope it is. It like those little hors d'oeuvre dishes with the cream cheese and the chives that my mother makes at the holidays that I really enjoy. No, Nick. Actually, a ham roll is right here.
Lobster
go
for
ahead,
Christmas.
Go ahead and eat. I fucking love lobster for Christmas. Okay, it's a fucking tradition in my family, and I love it. And lobster's great. Yeah, Nick, that's really cool. It's kind of weird though. You get why we would all be like, no, for sure, but it's really good food. Yeah, I disagree with that, but whatever. So, Nick, here, go ahead and read the entry for ham roll. All right, ham roll meaning penis, cause the ham rolled up looks like a willy. Well, that wasn't so bad.
Read the one for Massachusetts Slurpee.
That wasn't so bad. Okay, yeah, okay, Nick, here we go. Massachusetts Slurpee. Okay, all right, here we go. Massachusetts Slurpee. When doing... No, go back to it. When doing intercourse, right before the girl climaxes, you whip out a straw and put it in her vagina. Once the straw is tightly shoved in, you start masturbating until you can perform a quote-unquote money shot into the straw, which funnels down into her vagina. Oh! Oh, God, Nick, that's kind of fucking gross.
That's enough.
I don't know. Here's an example. Yo, dog, I got a hoe and plastic straw from McDonald's. What should I do? Try out a Massachusetts Slurpee, homie. guys, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Guys, what are we doing? No, I agree, Nick. This is fucking disgusting. Let's do another one. How about... Okay, here. Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay, how about this? Turkey hole? Okay, Nick, read turkey hole. All right, turkey hole. When a man puts his entire head inside of a woman's pee hole. Guys, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing? guys, what are we doing here? What is this? What are we doing? Nick, okay. It's pretty funny, Nick. Okay. Oh, Nick, you know pegging, right? Right? Pegging? Yeah, I know pegging. I'm actually...
really into pegging.
Well, I mean, you know... me and my girlfriend have been trying some stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, okay, Nick, that's a little too much information, but whatever. Here we go. So why don't you read the entry for something called pigging? Okay. Pigging. When you damage or destroy inventory or equipment at your workplace due to boredom, aggravation, poor morale, or just because you want to break something. It can even be turned into a game where you can see who can rack up the highest dollar amount of things destroyed. It can be especially satisfying when you cause damage to the building that the boss has to look at every day. Huh. You know, that... Yeah. You know, with your build up there, I thought that was going to be something disgusting.
Guys, let's try to wrap it up. I gotta get going.
Okay.
I gotta get going.
Okay, you're right. One more. Here we go. Let's see something. All right, so Nick, one last. Here we go. All right, the word is jobby. It is of Scottish usage. And it means a poo-poo. Huh. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Scottish people called poops jobbies, I guess.
Anyone in the chat from Scotland?
Isn't
it like...
If you're from Scotland...
In the morning in Scotland?
If you are from Scotland and you're listening to me right now, I want you to send me an email titled Jobby with a picture of a poop that you have taken. Send that to nick@4playernetwork.com. Thank you. Nick, that was really weird, but okay. I guess if you want pictures of Scottish poops, that's completely your business. But all right. Enough of that. Now let's wrap this up with the 4-player minute. All right, this is where we tell our hype, our sweat, our fuck you, and our thank you. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Nolan, go ahead.
My hype is...
No. Nolan always goes my 4-player when it starts. now.
All right, my 4Player Arena starts now. My hype, of course, is for the newest season of Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon just went on an interview and said, "This is Dan Harmon, right?"
Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon just went on an interview and said that this new season of them is going to be quite possibly the best one that they've had yet. So I'm pretty excited for that. My sweat is, man, all the stuff I have to do. I'm like adding a new story to my house. It's taking up a lot of my time.
This is going to be like the 5th floor?
This is actually the 6th.
6th floor.
Actually,
right. I wasn't thinking of the basement.
house.
Right, the basement that you added in.
I'm waiting on a couple of new pieces to come in from Amazon. And once that gets here, I'm going to get to work, and it's going to be pretty good. My fuck you of the week is to time. 2018 snuck up on me. Like, what's the point to playing games anymore? Like, all these games from 2017 that I didn't get to play, like, they might as well be dead to me. And my... what is it? Thank you.
Fuck you and thank you.
My thank you goes to everyone that tuned in today. We are very grateful and appreciate everyone that continues to tune in on Thursdays for our podcast. We hope to catch you again in the future. And we would thank everyone that also joins our Discord and participates, because that's where all the cool people hang out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you very much, Nolan. Who would like to go next? I'll go. Oh, okay, Brad, go ahead. My hype this week is for... I'm really excited about Wargroove, which is maybe possibly the last chance for a sort of Advanced Wars successor to come up. I'm also very, very, very hyped for whatever the next Divinity is going to be. I'm incredibly hyped for Tekken 90. I'm super, super, super hyped for Yakuza 6, which is actually coming out very, very soon. Yakuza 6, the Song of Life, I believe it's called. Chris Davis. Oh yeah, I'm really excited about that game too, because it's going to be the first Yakuza game I've ever played. You really need to start with 0, Chris Davis, or at least Kiwami. Like, don't start with Yakuza 6, okay? I'm also incredibly hyped for Metroidvania 4, Metroid Prime 4. Spending lots of time with my wonderful family. I'm all hyped this week, and I'm also really hyped for our award show next Friday for the end of the year awards. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you for that. Who would like to go after Brad?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'll go next. My hype is, my hype all of 2017 was for 1.0. So I can now say that my hype for 2018... Chicken dinner! My hype for 2018 is, of course, 1.1. My fuck you is for everyone else who hasn't sent in their video content for our Game of the Year video.
Oh, Chris.
I sent an email to everyone with enough time... And people respond. People are responding right now. Like, people should be sending me completed footage and audio, and people people are only now seeing the fucking message.
You guys, that's Hyde and Mandy. Yeah, Hyde, Mandy, shut up! Shut up, Hyde, Mandy, shut up! Sorry, go ahead.
My sweat is for all the work that I'm gonna have to put into the next couple of days. Thanks to you guys for being so lazy and not sending your shit in on time. And my thank you is to Carlos for joining us today and making this show a delight.
Yes, thank you, Carlos. Thank you for joining us today, even though you were uninvited.
Yeah.
Thanks
to Krispy for bringing me.
Hey, anytime. Yeah. Cool. All right, who would like to go next? Hey, Nick, I'll go. Okay. All right, my hype this week again is I'd have to say my hype is for Monster Hunter World, since that's the first big thing coming out for me. Actually, it's for the 26th. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out January 26th. Monster Hunter World being but one of them. Do you know Nolan, Chris, Carlos? Do you know anything else coming out on the 26th? Brad, do you know? I know there's something coming out. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, I'm really excited about that. My sweat this week is for end of the year videos, since Chris Davis is like you're stepping on my toe. Is demanding that we have our lists completed.
Yes, they should all be ready by now.
Yeah, he actually, we don't talk about this a lot, but, you know, I don't think you should say this. No, it's cool. But Chris Davis actually, like, took nude photos of all of us, and if we don't get him our lists in time, he's going to leak them into the world as punishment. So, cool. Carlos puts them out anyway. I'm kind of racing against the clock here because I don't want the world to see my wee-wee. My fuck you for this week goes to that dude who went to the suicide forest in Japan. That was just really not a very classy move. That was, you know, I mean, come on, man. Like, for a bit.
Who does that?
A bit? Like, who has time for bits? You know? And my thank you this week goes to, for everybody, I guess, for being here. Thanks for everyone showing up and letting us shoot the podcast in my house. It was kind of nice not having to drive all the way up north this week for the podcast. No, of course. Oh, thank you for hosting us, Chris. Yeah, of course. Thanks. Anytime, Nick. Yeah. Cool. And that's it. That's it for me.
All right. I can.
All right. Who would like Carlos? You want to go?
Yeah,
okay. Cool.
My thank you is. To all of you guys for having me on the podcast. It was great. Yeah, it was great being able to join once again. My sweat is for Hollow Knight, even though I've already beaten it. I kind of feel the pressure to 100% it, and maybe even try to get a couple of the more elusive achievements, which seem downright impossible, like beat the game in 5 hours. What?
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. You fucking goober. Yeah.
That was my sweat. That was my thank you. My hype is probably video games. I mean, I kind of falling in love with video games all over again, thanks to Hollow Knight, and I'm hoping to work my way down my backlog a bit more efficiently. And my fuck you is for what's a good fuck you?
I don't know. Who are we mad at?
No.
Maybe do like another hype or a thank you or something, right? Just double up on the hypes.
No,
you have hype, right? No, you don't want to let go of a good fuck you.
Fuck all y'all.
What did we do? What did we do?
That's what I want to say. Fuck you.
What did we do? What did I do? Fuck you, Carlos. You're fucking fired. You're fucking fired, Carlos. We hate you. You're the worst. Kill Carlos. Kill him. Guys, calm down. I think Carlos is just trying to prove a point or something. Yeah, he's a jesting. He's an artist. Okay, his soul is much more honest than ours is. Yeah, no, you're right. Carlos is the best. We love you, Carlos. All right, I think that about wraps it up for this week. Thank you once again for tuning in to 4Player Podcast, episode 532. My name has been Nick Henderson. Thank you all, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 4Player Network. Check out our website, 4playernetwork.com. Don't forget to check out our Patreon.
Don't forget to back me on Patreon.
Our Patreon is
patreon.com/Edgar Allan Poe.
And
same as my Twitter handle.
And of course, patreon.com/4player, just the letter 4, then player. If you enjoy content, please consider. Also, please check out our iTunes reviews. We haven't been pimping iTunes reviews a lot lately, but if you could, whenever you get a chance, just head over to iTunes, look up 4Player Podcast, and give us a review over there. That would help us stay on the front page of iTunes podcasts, gaming, all that shit. And don't forget, next Friday, not next Thursday, but next Friday, we will be doing our end of the year 2017 award show with everybody. Hey, yeah, we'll all be there.
I'll be there.
We'll all be there. Yeah, we're all going to be there. It'll be great. So come on back for that. We're going to do our full award show. It'll be fucking wonderful. I fucking love you all. Oh, I didn't do my 4-player minute. Oh, my God. I didn't do my 4-player minute, so I'm going to do it really quickly. Here we go. My hype is to read some more of the dinosaur erotica that the community gave me. Dinosaurs, boobs and butts and dinosaurs. Yeah, I can't wait. I get really hard just thinking about it. I can't wait to go back and read some more of that. My sweat this week is that I might get like too aroused by the dinosaur erotica, and that I might have some dick problems. That's happened to me before. I just got too aroused and my dick blew up. Yeah, I know that happens. That's a really common thing. I think. How many of you guys have had your dicks blown up? I have. Yeah. We've all been there, but it's never happened to me before. I'm afraid of my dick blowing up from being too aroused by dinosaurs. My fuck you this week goes to Carlos for being here, for doing this, for being a fucking shithead. I fucking hate you, Carlos. I hope you die in a fire. And my thank you for this week goes to literally everyone in the world who isn't Carlos. Okay? Yeah. That's it. Alright, so this has been 4Player Network. My name's been Nick Anderson. Thank you for joining us. Hello, goodbye. Have a good week. We love you all. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Alright guys, if you're watching live, don't go anywhere. We're going to cut the feed real quick and we'll be right back. I believe Chris and Carlos are going to play a video game for you guys for a little bit. But don't go anywhere. We're just going to cut the feed for just a second and then we will be right back. Please don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Bye.